Hi everyone, Chantel here. So in this tutorial I will show you how to add ruffles to a pair of pants already. This is what you'll need. You'll need a sewing machine, of course thread. You'll need the pants, fabric, thread ripper, and a pair of scissors. Now the measurements for the fabric that I did, this is what you actually have to do. Well, this is how I did it, to be more specific. So I cut the fabric about 4.5 inches in width, and the length is actually the length of the pants times 2. So you can see the length of the pants times 2 because it has to wrap all the way around. And then you add 10 inches to that. So 4.5 width, length of the pants times 2, and then you add 10 inches. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so the first step is to, well, I didn't show you it, but the first step is to actually iron where you're going to do the hemline. This actually helps when you get ready to sew because you see it just folds right over. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold it about 1/4 of an inch, and then you're going to iron that down, and then you fold it again over. And it's so much easier if you iron it because it has that crisp line, and it actually looks better when you're sewing this. It looks more professional if you do this, because if you just sew it like this, that can maybe unravel depending on what kind of fabric you have. So you want it to look as professional as you can if you do not have a serger. Alright, so let's get started. And as always, I'm not going to go through this whole thing to show you this. It's just going to be first so you can see it and get the gist of it. And if you've watched my other video where I showed you how to add ruffles to a t-shirt, you'll already know these steps. It's just now applying it to a pair of pants. Right, let's get started. So as always, you start off with a couple of stitches, and then you're going to back stitch. And then you're going to go over it again, and now you can actually keep going. Now, as I've said in the other video, you go at the speed that is comfortable to you. Do not try to just go like super fast because you've seen people in videos go faster, things like that. Go to the speed that is comfortable with you. So right now I'm actually going to go slow so you can see it. I'll try to zoom in. I always try to sew close to this edge, not too close, because then it'll actually come over off of it. So just about a little bit towards the edge so it can get both layers. Now once I finish this, I'll be right back to show you the next step. Okay, so got the hemline sewn. Now what we're going to do is we're going to sew these edges together. So what you need to do is match it up, get it as close together as you can. Now if you are a beginner, it's best that you pin these together so you can make sure that you're getting it as close as you can, and while you're sewing it gets as close as it can. I'll zoom in so you can see. And as I said in the last video, 1/4 of an inch stitch seam allowance. Okay, so press your foot is down, and we're going to start sewing. As always, back stitch a couple, and then we're going to go. Now, always make sure that you cut the excess thread that's on there. And now you have your loop. Okay, so now we're going to go over attaching it to the pants. If you want to see how you bunch the fabric up, please watch the other video of when I showed you how to do that with the shirt. So the next part, as I said, I'm going to show you how to add the ruffles to the pants leg. Okay, so we're back. I'm back, and we got the ruffles good and bunched up. Now what you're going to do is you're going to turn this inside out, and you're going to place it on your pants leg. Now if you're sewing cloth or something, you can leave the original needle in there, but for jeans you actually need to change it to a thicker one so your needle doesn't break. So as I said in the last video, what we're going to do is you're going to take this side and you'll measure it up to that side. Sorry, I'm trying to get it to focus for you. This hem to that hem. And now you're going to move this around so you can get it to where it is the width of the pants leg. Alright, so we have it all even, nice and good. And like I said in my last video, if you're new to this, you may want to pin this together so you can make sure everything is all good and even. So let's place it on the sewing machine. Make sure the edges are matched up. You're going to sew right in between the two stitches that you did, well, the basting that you did. And I'm going to show you this for a little bit, and then I will cut it off so you don't have to watch me do it. Now what we're going to do is backstitch. Don't forget to backstitch. That's just that is the security of it. That back stitch helps to keep it nice and tight and together. Okay, so remember, go at your own pace. Go at your own pace. So right in between the two threads. I'm gonna try to zoom in some more. Hopefully it'll do it so you can see. Right in between. Alright, so I will be back once this is finished. Alright, so here's the pants leg. I'm actually going to finish the other side and then I will show you how it all turns out.